The term National Democratic Revolution was first used in the 1950s by the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. It wasn't long before the term was adopted by the ANC alliance, and today it is regularly used in the strategy and tactics documents of the ruling party in South Africa. Essentially, the National Democratic Revolution is about taking control of the state mechanisms and centralizing power in the state. In order to achieve this goal, cadre deployment, or deployment of party loyalists to strategic government positions in order to further the goals of the revolution, is a crucial part of the strategy. Nowhere is the disastrous consequences of the National Democratic Revolution more evident than in the disastrous state of local government in South Africa. Former Minister of Finance, Nhlanhla Nene, has conceded that only 94 municipal managers from the country's 257 municipalities comply with the minimum competency requirements, as prescribed by municipal regulations. Also, at these municipalities, only 79 financial heads comply with the minimum requirements for their positions. Even at some of the country's largest metros, do municipal managers not comply with the minimum requirements? These include metros such as Johannesburg, Tshwane or Pretoria, eThekwini or Durban, Nelson Mandela Bay or Port Elizabeth, and Buffalo City or East London. Furthermore, according to the South African government, only a third of South Africa's municipalities are functional and 87 are dysfunctional. Only 7% of municipalities do not require any help, and only 13% of municipalities got clean audits. On top of that, municipal debt currently sits at a whopping 225.7 billion rand. In the last year alone, municipal debt has increased by 6.8%, with the greatest increases in the Free State, the Northern Cape, and in Mpumalanga. As if debt is not enough to worry about, expenditures remain a serious matter of concern. Municipal expenditure increased by 22 billion rand from 2011 to 2015, and between 2011 and 2016, at least 9 billion rand was spent on consultants, mostly as a result of a serious skills shortage. This skills shortage, despite the fact that employee costs take the largest bite out of the budget, and amounted to a 26.4% of the total budget for municipal spending in 2017. On top of that, irregular expenditures by South African municipalities have skyrocketed with 75% to a record 28.4 billion rand in the 2017 fiscal year. Only 4.2% of the budget is spent on repairs and maintenance, despite a warning issued by the Financial and Fiscal Commission in 2013 that proper maintenance is crucial for sustainable service delivery. Speaking of service delivery, 56% of municipalities do not have any policy on maintenance of roads, service delivery, and infrastructure. In the meantime, service delivery protests happen on a daily basis in South Africa. Over the past decade, the number of anti-government protests have doubled in South Africa, with the sharpest increase on record happening since 2015. Reliable numbers on the true extent of service delivery protests is hard to get due to the fact that the sheer volume of these protests are so overwhelming. The problem with the National Democratic Revolution is that there is no link between the intended outcomes of the plan and the plan of action to achieve this. The goal is to transform South Africa into some form of a utopia, or to quote President Cyril Ramaphosa, to transform South Africa into the ultimate paradise or the Garden of Eden. The plan to achieve this is to centralize as much power as is permissible by the balance of forces in the state. In a certain sense, the National Democratic Revolution is a whopping success. Cadre deployment and centralization of power is succeeding. The mere fact that party loyalists have been appointed to the majority of local governments, despite the fact that they do not even comply with the prescribed minimum requirements, indicates a success almost unheard of. However, The result of this success is not what the movement is promising to the people. As a matter of fact, the results of the National Democratic Revolution is exactly what we see in the disastrous state of our municipalities. My name is Aaron Strutz and this is your fact sheet.